Alrighty. Example number 3. This is an application of. So this is what you're going to get more than just questions where it's just a triangle randomly. You're going to get questions like this. So you won't necessarily get the diagram, and this is where step 0 of that process comes in, and we have to draw the diagram. But let's have a look. A vertical tent pole is supported by a rope tied to the top of a pole and to a peg on level ground. The peg is 2.5 meters from the base of the pole, and the rope makes an angle of 63 degrees. What is the length of the rope between the peg and the top of the tent pole? Answer correct to 2 decimal places. So we've got those 2 bits of information. Now it's asking us for the length of the rope between the peg and the top of the tent pole. So they're asking us for that. Let's just call it X. Okay. So now we have our diagram, and it makes a lot more sense. We're now going to label the diagram. We have theta. There it is. We also have the adjacent this time, and we have the hypotenuse. So you think back to which one we're going to use. You got your SOHCAHTOA. So we're going to use cosine of theta equals adjacent over hypotenuse. So labeling the diagram is really important because it then tells us what ratio we're going to use. We'll now substitute in theta equals 63 degrees. The adjacent equals 2.5, and the hypotenuse we don't know, so we're going to call it X. We now substitute in cos 63 degrees equals 2.5 over X. So we need to make X our subject. So what do we have to do? We need to get X off the bottom of the fraction first. So we'll multiply both sides by X. We end up with cos 63 equals 2.5, but now we still need X on its own. We've got X times cos 63. We use the inverse of that, and so we divide both sides by cos 63. We end up with 2.5 over cos 63 degrees. And so that's what we're going to be able to put into our calculator. Now, for some of you, you will notice that the X and the cos 63 did just swap. If you recognize that, great, you're going to be able to utilize that. If you don't worry about it. Use the 2 processes. Multiply both sides by X, and then divide both sides by cos 63. Okay, that will work every time. So now we're going to chuck this into a calculator. So we got 2.5 over cos 63. Please don't forget to close your bracket, otherwise it may not work. You get 5.5067. So X equals 5.5067. Now notice it asks us to do 2 decimal places. So let's go back, and we get 5.51. Now, in this particular question, because it's in applications, they do this, it is meters. So please remember to put your units on the end. And that's it.